It's really strong.
We've got a young man locally that builds us custom kayak trailers, and he puts a wood system on them, so that will be great for that.
Because we have had a lot of people pull out handles and stuff like that, trying to winching, riding down the road with all that vibration and stuff on the trailer. So that's definitely one thing.
Yeah, it's not as much anymore with the size of them in the trailer as water launching as it is loading for water. So that's huge.
So I mean, spec-wise on the boats, you're looking at 12.7, 40.5 inches wide. So and you carry that width really far forward in that boat. So stability is really your capacity. 730, 750 pounds. And that's why you're seeing this set up with tandem. So it comes as a solo, of course, but you can buy a front seat kit system. You can take off the front standing platform and the storage compartment there and put gear tracks on, and you can put the tandem seat on there. So that'll be a separate item there. Don't know exactly what that price is. Price point on this is $27.99.
And that's for the single seat.
Single seat, yeah. Just none of the electronics, none of the motorization.
So how much is the extra seat?
I don't know yet. Hoping to have it out late September, early October. You never know. Just getting something in production.
Are you thinking October, November ship dates, first ship
I just said
dates?
September.
So you think September?
September, October. Early, yeah. It's the launch date. But you never know what happens. But all the new product that we're doing is going to be out this fall. No spring introduction. We're looking at standing platform. Let's come over here and look at this one.
So I put Strava on.
So we've got a little pass-through port here, so you can do all your electronics and switches and everything through there. We've got little pass-through scuppers on the side scuppers allows any water to drain out the side. We're still working on some of the hatch lid here. We're going to improve this gasket probably a little bit more, trying to get a little bit more of a seal compartment. Plenty of storage up there for your batteries, doing all of your electronics up here. We are going to have, this is a starboard bulkhead that comes across. That's an aftermarket add-on. That won't come with the boat, but it allows you to mount any of your electronics onto that, and it routes all your electronics from there. That's what we're going to stand on this platform. You can also mount monitors up here. So all these little star recesses here will take the yak attack bases. And then of course this will incorporate the captain's bridge right on the This will do that. Got your standing platform here. It's got battery storage there. Your pass-through ports, scuppers in there for any drainage.
That's an aftermarket.
So like I said, if you're going to incorporate it into a tandem, you'll just take this lid standing platform completely off, put new gear tracks here, and that second seat will integrate right here. Rod tip storage under here. Trying to get, one of the objectives, trying to get a drier depth. The boat has a lot of displacement. It's really wide, 12.7 long. It really has a pretty shallow draft. So you can go in some really shallow area, skinny water area. We did a little deeper grooves in here, not only for just structural in the deck, also allows it to drain much faster. Got the swivel seat system like we have on the Navy boats. You've got a storage tray under here. The storage tray will not come with your secondary seat that goes on the table. This will be an add-on. This will come with standard foot braces. This is our new steering system. It's going to be an aftermarket kit. It's got ball bearings in it. It's got 1 point, so it just glides extremely smooth. We'll have little traction pad, rubber traction bands around here to give you a little bit of traction. We've got a patent pending on this, the track and the foot brace system.
I know with the Titan X, we saw Bills using similar components and a similar system. Will this also be a system that we can buy aftermarket to install on the Titan X?
I'm not sure this will incorporate, and I'm not sure why not. The bolt pattern is the same here, so there's no reason why this steering will not go over to the native brands too, as long as we have the inserts where the foot brace is attached. Like the older Titans, we never had inserts or ways to really mount the foot braces. But on the Titan X this year, we do have the insert so you can put foot steering.
I think that shows the job. Really listen to folks that have used these and put a lot of forethought in it.
That's right.
Because with all the motorization options that's coming out, something that we're not seeing from the manufacturers is improved foot steering systems. Right. So that's great.
I think that's a game changer.
Yes, definitely.
You'll see more of the contact points here. Full gear track system, so you've got a lot of seat position options. So you can move the seat to the very back. Have a lot of platform up here for standing. And then, of course, tons of storage back here. And the boat trims out really well. I mean, even if you're standing solo up there, you may want to have some counter back here with any of your gears.
Guys, anyone wants to check out these star rods, give them a shake. They're over here on the main aisle side of the tank.
Dual handles.
Mike, you can check out. Shake around a little bit.
And we've also got skid plates in replaceable.
Something I noticed in the first picture you got released was the transom-mounted transducer. I think that is a huge thing. Something we don't see on any other kayaks, the ability to mount a transducer like you would on most boats. So I think that's
So we're looking at about 155 pounds stripped without the seat and about 170 fully
like
rigged.
the Titan X 12.5, right in there. A lot of people when it came out, which naturally this is the talk of the kayak world now, as the Titan X was last year. And everybody, well, it's a boat, this and that. And one thing I've told everyone, it's no bigger than a lot of things we've argued. It's just reimagined. It's with this casting deck and all of this. It's just we've taken those parameters that we're seeing on a lot of kayaks, and this is just improved upon it.
I mean, I think this boat can be whatever you want it to be. Right. As an angler, you got.
Well, and you all with Native, you've always said, we're personal watercraft, native watercraft. So that line, yes, it may be getting blurred a little bit, personal watercraft versus kayak, but guess what? It's what the consumer has asked for.
I mean, I think this is going to be a great skinny water. I think poling. I think just standing up and poling. As far as paddling, it's not going to be a pleasant boat to paddle by any means, but you can surely get a long enough paddle that you could. You can use a stand-up paddle. You can use a pole. Of course, all the motorization options.
With their history and development on the Bonafide side, I'm sure for its size class, it'll be as good a paddling thing as there is on the market, without a doubt.
So we're super excited about this and direction that we're kind of going, and I do think, the PWR, the PW129, we won't change the price point in that, so they're going to be about an $800 spread between the two. So I think this is going to probably not cannibalize that as much as you think. I think there's a position in the lineup for both of these boats.
I do, and that's something Kim asked yesterday. what about the PWR? And I said, you know, almost $1,000 difference there. I really believe that will keep some people from moving up to this.
Yeah.
So, you know.
This would give old people that's been wanting to try kayaks.
Yeah, I believe this may bring more people into the sport.
Yeah.
I really do.
And I think the tandem setup, I think that's a really unique option right there for people taking their kids, couples wanting to go fish together, or for a guide service.
The models that we have that you can actually do tandem and add an extra seat to it, over half of those, when we sell them, we sell that extra seat with them. People use them as tandem. So I believe this will help to serve an underserved market. A big stable kayak with the ability to put 2 grown-ups in.
And I think this could be a great duck hunting platform too.
Awesome.
You know?
You've got enough room that you can throw a duck or 2 decoys in there.
No doubt.
You know, with 2 people, I think it's got great ability because of the deck space. It'd be a great boat for hunting. You know, because of its weight capacity and stuff. So
It's like
730 to 750. And then some of our distribution relationships are changing just a little bit. We're still doing Motor Guide with all their things, the Garmin product. Torpedo, we're not going to be distributing as much of the Torpedo, or may even cease to do that. And we're incorporating Newport into our offering. So we'll have 3 Newport motors. We'll have the foot control motor, and then also the tiller arm, the NT200. And then we're going to have more of a price point motor. It'll have a lead acid battery, and then it'll be, I think the retail price point on the motor itself is like $200, $225, and then like $120 for the battery. So it's going to be a lot less expensive than, of course, the lithium batteries and the foot control and the tiller arm.
We stocked 4 different Newports. They've been a great seller for us, and we've had a great relationship with them. Which we do the NK180 Pro, the NK300. We do a couple of tiller steer models. So, but they have really been great for us.
And then, you know, the other product besides Bonafide, there's really no models leaving the Bonafide line. Everything's still the same. No changes that I know. We are doing a different color. We're doing kind of a seafoam green.
We saw that.
Yeah, and I've got a couple of model flyers over there I can give you. That should be available at the time of launch too, the new colors. On the Native, we've got the only change with the Slayer Max series. We're going to offer the swivel seat system, and that will also be offered as a kit that can you can upgrade if you've got the older style Slayer Max.
You know, we really thought with the Titan X 12.5 and 10.5 coming in that it would hurt that Slayer Max business, but you know, our Slayer Max, especially the 10-foot model, has really stayed up. People love that boat, and there's still a good market for it. So I believe that swivel seat will be a great add-on for those.
Yeah, because that's one of the things is like, I'd like to have the swivel seat. It's not in this one.
The other one is the Slayer 10 Propel LT. It's going to be basically addressing a lighter weight craft. Of course, we've had enormous success with the Slayer Propel 10 as our original, more small, compact. It just needed upgrading. It needed some newer, modern features, improved seating and stuff like that. So we're working on that. We're expecting the tool to be in probably in the next few weeks. There'll be a little bit later introduction, probably later October before we get that in full production. That'll come in about $22.49 price point, something in that 65, 68 pound range. I don't think we're going to get quite to that 63 pound range. So.
Can you say some of the changes, or is that something you're
No,
kind of still?
I'll give you a little flyer over there
Okay.
so you can read through that.
Okay.
You'll see some of the styling on the new Slayer 10 Propel LT is going to look like the Slayer Max, a little bit harder lines,
Okay.
a little bit more structure, a little bit drier ride in the floorboard area. The seat will have the newer fabric, the Twitchell material we use on the native seats. It'll have that, have the junk drawer under there. You just won't have that swivel seat option on that model.
Will it have the capability to mount a stern mount motor?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you can mount a bow mount motor too. It'll have more of a hinge hatch like you see in the front of the XTR130.
Right.
So it'll be a hinge hatch instead of a rubber hatch like we had on the old transducer recess. On the hull, you'll also have the little skid plates on the back for there. A little bit nicer layout of the deck, but very similar features, but a little bit more gear track.
Sounds like a lot of great improvements, and you've not raised the weight on it much,
Or the
and
price
you've not
point.
raised the price point. So that should be an unbelievable thing.
Yeah.
So, well, the other one's $22.99, right? So about the same price. So, wow.
Yeah. So we're hoping to have that out. So everything's going to be fall introductions, so, which is good. I think that'll help the dealers and us.
Right. Yeah, you know, last year our busiest time of 2023 and so far 2024 was that October to March.
Yeah.
You know, your fishing kayak folks, they want to buy in the winter. They want you to start rigging it to where when spring gets here, they're ready for the water.
That's right.
So, you know, that was a real busy time.
Yeah. And then marketing-wise, I mean, we're continuing to invest more into marketing. Brand exposure, ambassadors and influencers, and hopefully you're seeing some of the results of that. I'm hearing from a lot of dealers, that they're seeing a lot of new customers coming in. So we're still investing a lot in R&D and a lot in the marketing side of the brands.
The R&D sure shows up. I mean, you guys on the Bonafide side and on the native side. I don't think anyone is investing in money.
But no, we're super excited. I mean, we've been on the leading edge and continue to be innovative in a lot of product, and that's really refreshing to all of us. And nice to have something new and fresh to talk about.
Yesterday morning we came in, I'm sure that booth's going to be full, and then we walked up, and I mean,
We were by him several times. And like,
we did talk with Han some, talked with Tyler, he just walked through, and Chad was here, and talked with them. So, but that's something you've really been ready for the folks.
of course, we always went.
That's right. Thank you. How are you doing inventory-wise, you guys?
We're good. It's slowed down.
Yeah, it really.
Last year and this year too, which last year we had a really hot several weeks. This year the same way, and when that happens, it just really slows down.
It does.
And then our weather is starting to break now, and with all the calls we've had this week, we think in the next few weeks we're going to see it really pop.
Oh, good.
No, it's going to. Okay?
I mean, there's no doubt.
Positive mental attitude.
I mean, it's a challenging season. It's a challenging environment in the market right now.
Well, it's just like you guys, big adventure. We're all having to learn how to redo things. You know, we've only been in, and the shop's only been open going on 5 years. But as long as you all been, starting in 2020, business was completely different than anything you all ever dealt with.
That's right.
And now we came out of that, and guess what? 2022, 2023, 2024, you're refiguring how to do business in marketplace.
There's no doubt. It's ever evolving, and we have to kind of reinvent ourselves
That's true. That's true.
in these times. But you know, I think you guys are stable. I mean, you're going to be around. We're going to be around. I think we're going to see some more changes in the market. You know, there could be some more consolidation. And there's some dealers that are out there that are just tired and they're aging out and they're on the brink of, you know, I mean, aren't we all? We're all done.
We're dinosaurs.
But we appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys. You guys have been great to work with.
I appreciate every time
You all
I send
have
you a
to.
text, you don't call and yell at me.
You're never bothering me, believe me.
Communication to me is the most important thing in business.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that from you, Steve. I mean, you know, I couldn't ask for any better. If it's a Sunday and I send out an email in a little while, I know Steve's going to answer me, okay?
We only send them when we can think about it because we don't forget it.
That's right.
But, you know, we appreciate
Well,
that.
that's my point too. If I don't write it down or I don't deal with it right now, it's like, and I don't like things falling through the cracks.
That's why I send out early and late emails. I'm thinking about it, so I better do it later. Well, we will get back and look at things, and I'm sure we'll be getting something as far as getting orders in for these.
Let's plan some fall stuff to get some of the fresh meat. Because you know how it is. When it's fresh bread, it's time to eat it.
I started getting emails yesterday. When can we all have some of these? What's the price point going to be? So we've got customers that are excited about it. I tell you another group of kayak members that I think this really is your kayak catfishing.
Wow, absolutely.
Just and that's a segment that's growing. We went to a national trail. They had a tournament on the Ohio River at Owensboro. And they called us and said if we'd bring some kayaks and set up, and we went over there. And, you know, it's just a huge business. So I think this will fit great for you. Appreciate it, sir.
Program-wise, we're hoping to have the program done by August 15th to August 30th, somewhere in that window there. I don't think we'll have all the pricing, all the UPCs and SKUs and everything set up before then. But if we do, I'll let you know and I'll send it out. But we'll try to get it out sometime in between that window there.
And you said you had some little flyers or leaflets?